going on, Korea Now? Long time no see! I'm Jessica, your old soulmate from TicToc in Seoul. And today I'm not standing in one of the hot places of Seoul, but actually I'm here at Samsung booth at Mobile World Congress held in Spain, Barcelona. So last week, Samsung has released its 10th anniversary product, Galaxy S10 in San Francisco. But today I'm here as a special guest for Korea Now to show you guys the Galaxy S10 and talk with the foreign journalists about the product itself. So come with me! So did you take a look at Galaxy S10?
Yeah, I've been playing with them for a bit now and I'm really impressed.
So which one's your favorite model among the four?
That's a really good question.
The S10 Plus.
The Plus one is good.
I think it's the S10 Plus that amazed me the most.
I always want to go with a bigger phone, so I think with the size of the S10 Plus, even though it's a large screen, it's really easy to hold in the hand.
So I'm coming from the background where I'm using the regular model, but I must say the Plus model caught my attention because it's not as big and as awkward as I was expecting it to be.
What do you think is the best feature into it?
The camera system has really got an upgrade on the phone. There are now multiple cameras on the back from multiple lenses, from a wide angle to a telephoto. And I like taking photographs with my phone, so that's certainly an improvement for me.
The triple camera on the back, the ultra wide angle, is going to be so helpful not only for capturing big wide landscape shots, but also for doing some close-ups actually as well, so you can get macro shots. The security aspect with the fingerprint in the screen, it's the first phone I think in the world to do that. The HDR10 Plus capabilities, I'm really impressed for kind of video capture and video technology. I think I could make the switch.
I would say it's definitely the screen plus the fingerprint sensor, because that is definitely the function as a user we have been expecting for a long time.
Yeah, I like the capacity of that you can put it up to 1 terabyte.
It has a punch-in display rather than what they call it.
The notch.
The notch. I hope it's going to be a trendsetter for other companies to follow through.
On the other hand, do you have maybe like disappointments?
I can see the futuristic looking aspect of the dual hole punch for the selfie camera, but I'm not necessarily sure its positioning. I would prefer maybe, I know Samsung, I'm never really a fan of using notches as such, even though that's technically a notch, but if it was to be positioned in the center again, in terms of the screen that we're getting back around the edge of the camera, it's not really all that beneficial. It may work better on the S10 because it's smaller, but with the Plus, it's quite a large hole to have on the very front of the screen.
It's a bit annoying to me, to be honest. I know it kind of increased the size of the display, but I still want the whole screen instead of things in the middle of it.
I do think that ultrasonic is kind of a gimmick. I preferred when it was way there in the back. It was very fast. This one I think is a bit slower.
From my hands-on experience of it, no, it seems to be a worthwhile upgrade. I think it looks quite nice. The difference between the S9 and the S8 wasn't so worthwhile in my opinion, whereas I think the S10 is definitely a much bigger improvement.
Which company do you think is the biggest competitor of Samsung?
I would say Huawei for sure. It's between the big three like Huawei, Apple and Samsung.
Huawei is definitely one of the big competitors.
Yeah.
Definitely not Apple. And I wouldn't see they have put in the effort of putting the new technology team.
I'm using a Huawei Mate 20 Pro. So there's quite a few similarities in terms of the features with the in-screen fingerprint sensor, the wireless batch or power share. So they're quite a competitive pair of handsets, but I still feel that the Samsung might have an upper edge with the display capabilities. Again, the peak brightness and all that kind of thing I think is very impressive, and I think it'd be great to see Huawei kind of be able to compete back with what Samsung are doing.
I think that Huawei are a competitor. The screen with the folding phone seems to be catching quite a lot of media attention. Unfortunately, here at Mobile World Congress, we don't get to get our hands on it. But I think that the form factor of the Huawei one is probably nicer than the Samsung one.
I was at the launch because I was covering press from Ireland, and unfortunately, I guess like the Samsung Fold, it is quite protected. It's behind protected screens. You can't physically hold it, but I am very impressed with what they've managed to achieve for their first generation product. I know the price is quite high, it's very high, But in comparison, I guess, to Samsung's offering, it looks almost like the second generation of what Samsung has created. They seem to be a generation ahead already. I love the almost all-screen front, because comparing that to Samsung's Fold, the Samsung Fold screen, which is a very small 4.6 inch, it looks, and it's almost lost on the front of that device. It's very small, so I like Huawei's implementation a lot more.
It's a bummer that we couldn't really use it and test it to have a very good opinion on it.
I don't see it as a reality. When they finish it, it's in my hands, then I can talk about it.
How would you expect, or how would you view the 2019 foldable competition or the smartphone competition?
I think it's going to be a very interesting year for the competition, because obviously everybody here is talking about 5G and the rollout of 5G. So by enabling mobile phones with 5G, there's a big incentive for manufacturers to get new devices out there on the market. So I think it's going to be quite an exciting year. I don't yet know what will be kind of like the killer features. I think the foldable screens are certainly having a big impact in the media. I think also the ability to use your phone in connection with like virtual reality headsets is probably going to become bigger, but I don't know if 2019 will be its year.
Yeah, I've been speaking about this with my colleagues. I think 2019-2020 is a very it's a very innovative year. It's quite a game-changing year for mobile technology, not only on the physicality form factors of phones, but with 5G being rolled out across the world. We're finally, after 10 years of smartphones being in a candy bar shape on the majority, I really like to see the innovation that companies are coming up with, be it Samsung, be it Huawei. I know Oppo also kind of released their similar looking foldable phone that looks like the Mate X. So I'm just really intrigued to see where the technology goes and what other form factors may come out from the other manufacturers. Rumours of Motorola bringing back the Razr phone with their flip-up phone. So I'm really interested. It's a great time to be a technology journalist. I think the competition is fantastic to push innovation forward, and I guess may the best player win.
So today I had a conversation with a foreign journalist about Samsung's new product, Galaxy S10, and most of them were saying that Samsung has developed much impressive and greater features to the new product, and that they would love to buy it despite the expensive price. What do you guys think about the new Galaxy S10? Tell us about your opinions in the comment section below, and don't forget to like the video if you've enjoyed it, and subscribe to Korea Now, and I hope to see you guys next time. Maybe. Bye!
Oh, that was fun.